West, and the National Democratic Congress candidate Eric Afful has retained the Amenfi West seat for the ruling party. Eric Afful polled 15,809 of the 30,030 total votes cast in Tuesday's by-election, and Komla Kluche has been following the story. He's been there throughout the process and he's here to give us some updates on the atmosphere and what's happening in Amenfi West now. Over to you, Komla.
Asankregwa of the Amenfi West district. Well, it's been a very challenging time from Monday till now. Finally, the by-election has ended, and deep into the night, late last night or even this morning around 2 a.m. when the results were declared, most people were actually not expecting the results to have been the way it came, looking at where the various parties stand. But the bragging rights have been activated, the MPP saying that they've closed the gap, and this is saying, well, irrespective of whatever it is, we have been able to maintain the seat for the party. But expectations, let me tell you, when they lie, there hasn't been any jubilation, so to speak, in terms, just pockets of them thereabouts. But there's one thing in the minds of the people: is a very rural, so to speak, area, and most of the people are expecting development. I'm pleased to have joined me a one-time district chief executive of the area during the Rawlings administration. Good. He will speak to us and tell us his opinion. A very good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Your name and what are your expectations, or what do you make of the constituency?
My name is Anthony Kwame Enimel. This is chief executive from 1983 to 84. The area comprised of Wase Kropon at that time, Asankregwa, and then Enchi. It was a very wide area, and with the development as it is now, they have been cut down into size, which means we can now run the district as one little unit, expecting development as it should be. But for the past 20 years, since I left office, I've been disappointed because developments are as slow as the snail's pace. It gives me no hope at all, because we saw in 1986 that things were going to move and join the developed areas of this country.
Okay, and we don't have much time to, but what do you think is accounting for this?
The place is completely neglected. Government's attention is no longer here. Backbiting, fighting, all over the place, litigation. The educated ones are not coming back home to help for various reasons. I am here, I'm retirement, I'm doing my best to help the people. But if the rest of the educated Wasa boys would come and join us, but that would depend upon how peaceful the area is.
Do you think that there will be pressure on the newly elected member of parliament?
Yes, there will be, because we have realized that development, we are not developing. We are not developing.
Okay.
I think the main reason is that we are not united. The whole place is broken up into NDC and MPP.
Okay, thank you very much.
We will have to come together as a people and work together to develop the area.
All right, I'm grateful, Mr. Enimel. Let me also pick this thought from you briefly. You are a young man. What's your expectations going forward of the member of parliament?
Okay, yeah, say impuntu. And that sounds so school for so school for so here anti a person school amo boa school na school for ni nyina a person amo boa amo de amo ho akade near school for ni here nyina amo boa mo na here o mine nso mpuntu a person a mine otumpon na ekonani.
Okay, thank you very much. So those are the expectations of the constituent, and it tells you that, well, one thing that's on your mind is how most of the communities surrounding the district capital is what they require is actually development, and when you apply those routes, those access routes from Woman No Good, Samurai Boy and the others, it tells you that a lot of work has to be done, and some of them actually, especially with road construction. There's some work going on there, but they say that, well, it's not enough. It should speed up, and then with what they are giving back to the country in terms of cocoa, in terms of gold and other things, they feel that, well, they should have their fair share of the development. So that's a situation here, not much jubilation. It tells you a lot of work has to be done, and they're going to be hitting the ground running. After speaking to the MP-elect Eric Afo, he says that, well, he would want to consult with the various aspirants to see how best they'll be able to come together and then develop the area. So that's the situation here in Asankragua of the Amenfi West constituency. Back to you in the studios, Wendy Live for Midday Live to continue.